You're going to have to take the hat off. It's definitely touching your head. You have to come out, though. The tears of a Vikings fan.
I don't want to come out of the bathroom.
Get out here!
Look up.
Welcome back to another episode of The Expert Take, where we talk all that is the NFL, but mainly the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. But today, we're all about the Green Bay Packers.
I'm not happy right now. You will notice that I'm wearing a sweatshirt and a hat under this because I don't want this crap to touch my skin.
Sorry, did you say something? We have to clue some people in. He is normally dressed in purple because he's a Vikings fan. But last week, we made a bet that the loser of the Packers and the Vikings game had to wear the other team's apparel for this entire episode. And you are wearing green and gold, which means...
When the Vikings win,
okay,
I will give you a jersey and a hat and a sweatshirt, and you will have to do the Skol chant every other segment.
The Green Bay Packers beat the Minnesota Vikings for the second time this season.
I think my face says it all. God dang it! I'm so mad. I'm so upset. I'm depressed. You know, the first quarter...
Hold on. We have something to play.
Go, Pack, go. Your first drive.
Yeah.
Fumble.
Well, it's not great.
We get the ball at the 10-yard line. I'm watching it with Dave, and I just go like, should I text Johnny now? I'm glad I didn't. But I was so stinking excited. And then 2 more turnovers in the first half. And I was like, oh, this is it.
3 turnovers for the Vikings in the first half, and you walk away with 10 points. 10 points off of 3 turnovers. That's what the Vikings sounded like last night.
The defense did a heck of a job. They just got tired from being out there for 57 minutes. The offense was embarrassing.
Kirk Cousins he looked terrified. Like anytime the ball was snapped, he was like, there's people in opposing jerseys, so I just have to throw this ball away.
I would have sworn they put like a plaque that had his Monday night record on Garrett Bradbury's butt. Because every time he went up and they'd do a close-up of his face, he was like trying to like his eyes and like, oh crap, come on, okay.
Kirk Cousins fell apart to go 0-9 on Monday Night Football.
It was terrible.
Yep. And what do we say to that?
Go, Pack, go.
It's not going to get old.
This might be the worst day of my life. This is horrible. Probably the most sad and depressing and accurately true meme I've ever seen in my life. Cousins diving for that ball from Diggs, except someone wrote over the ball primetime games. Like he's diving.
I missed
and
it.
It's just out of reach. Like,
just missed Kirk Cousins doing the most middle-aged white man thing ever. Like, hey, Dad, get the ball. And Dad's out in the yard trying to be cool.
And son's like, Dad, I just lobbed it up in the air.
I was nervous in that first half because I knew we had this bet going and it was going to be a terrible day for one of us. Okay, luckily I didn't fall on the short end of that stick. However, that first half did make me nervous. I could just see it on Aaron Rodgers' face already. They got 3 turnovers.
Oh, pouty face Rodgers came out in the second drive.
I know, and I knew all I was thinking about was you. I was like, Rodgers, like, put a smile on your face because if you lose this game, I'm going to get torn apart because you got a pouty face right now.
Dang it. What happened in Monday night's game was everything that had worked for the Vikings to win games up to that point. We just went, nah, no thanks. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to trust our third string running back to carry the team because there's no reason he's third. He's just as good as the other 2. And all the play action and rollouts and, nope, we're just going to make Kirk Cousins stand in the pocket while sometimes only 3 men against 5 come at him and get to him somehow.
An offense without Dalvin Cook was exposed.
horrible.
Big time.
Was horrible. Thielen is not Thielen anymore. I mean, he had a ball that the last 2 years he would have caught, and it just bounced off his hands like...
That's how you feel about Adam Thielen's play.
I will say, this is just as painful for me to say as anything else, but the refs did not win the game for you last night. It was not the refs.
Oh!
Go, Pack, go. The Packers didn't win either. The Vikings lost.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just thirsty.
Oh, that's cute. You just had to have something purple, huh?
Seems like people you like do that, so I just thought...
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers and his purple drink. You have to admit that the Packers defense did something, because you don't just get sacked for no reason.
I will say that the entire Vikings offensive line and any coaching staff and their families at all of their respective jobs, unaffiliated with the Vikings, should all be fired.
How come?
I'm sorry. Did you have eyes last night? You cannot possibly have a good offense when you have 2 seconds and the entire pocket is collapsed around you.
Zadarius Smith. Holy cow. I think he sacked him 5 times. Just him.
It was ridiculous.
When the Vikings got that late touchdown that was called back on the holding call, it was like clear holding. And my mother-in-law, she's a huge Vikings fan, she goes, well, I don't think that should be able to take the points away. I don't think that they should be able to get rid of the touchdown, because I was like, did you see the replay? I was like, there would have been no touchdown. He would have got sacked. Oh my gosh.
I will say, I know their strategy.
Oh, you know the Packers strategy.
I know the Packers strategy is one and done in the playoffs.
Oh my gosh.
The Vikings, though, just didn't want to show what's coming.
Oh my gosh. They just didn't want to show what they had. No.
The worst thing that happened out of this game is this terrible, 10-minute video that's going to hurt everybody's eyes and live on forever. So what they decided to do instead was hide everything good.
Well, there's a couple bad things other than just this video that came out of this game for you guys. Let's look at them. Kirk Cousins, 0-9 on Monday Night Football. And what were the Minnesota Vikings going into last night? They were undefeated this year at US Bank Stadium. They gave up their first loss at home to the Green Bay Packers. Go Pack, go, baby.
Go Pack, go. Aaron Rodgers has as many wins as at US Bank Stadium as he does broken collarbones.
Oh my gosh. Trying to get in the punches while you can. You have a foam block of cheese on top of your head.
I want you to know, I feel as dumb as I'm sure this looks.
Overall, Kirk Cousins and the offense played terrible. The Packers come away with the win, and they win the NFC North. They take back the crown, and now we're looking forward to the last week of the season. It means nothing for the Vikings. Okay, they're going to be in the 6th seed no matter what. Yep. But the Packers, if they can beat the Lions and the Seahawks can beat the 49ers, the Packers are the number 1 seed in the NFC.
Go Pack, go.
Thank you, Green Bay Packers, and thank you, Minnesota, specifically Kirk Cousins, for falling apart and letting the Packers beat you and producing this. It's been great. Oh, my gosh. Are you ready to be done here?
Yes.
So you can take this out.
Let's make this misery end.
We just have one last thing to say.
Go Pack, go.
Go Pack, go, baby!